Welcome to another edition of KatSoup, the best and worst of internet humor on the radio. I'm Kat.
And I'm Alex.
And Alex, I got another question for you first, but do you know?
Is that my breath?
No.
I've been drinking tea.
No, you're just. Are you done bouncing?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you're done bouncing. Okay.
It's a ritual.
So what time is it?
Eastern Standard.
Yes. Yeah. You know, I work with people in Phoenix, Arizona.
Are they farmers?
No, they're university professors.
Anyway, that's why they have Eastern Standard and all that stuff, because of farmers.
We'll talk about that later. But no.
Yeah,
anyway,
you work in Phoenix, that's right.
Yeah, except I'm in Ohio, so they're 3 hours ahead of me. So I love it when people try to schedule meetings for 7 o'clock here.
Yeah, right.
Because it's only 4 there, and I have to say, I'm the Ohio girl that doesn't want to work that late.
But they know that.
But they do. They're wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Good.
They're wonderful. It's a wonderful job.
Good.
Yes.
And if you're watching, she's wonderful to work with. Just wonderful.
Really?
And she needs a raise.
Really? No, I'm fine. I'm just fine. Thank you. So I have a trivia question.
Yeah.
Okay, this is from BuzzFeed.
I've heard that.
I love BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite websites.
Probably from you, I think.
Probably. So, Alex.
Yes.
What is the smallest measurement of time?
Nano, probably something. I don't know.
No. Well, I've never heard of this one.
Okay.
The smallest standard scientific measure of time is the Planck time.
Never heard that.
P-L-A-N-C-K, Planck time. It takes you about 550,000 billion trillion Planck times to blink once quickly.
Really?
So it's the length of time of a blink.
Is that how they measure how, what's that one bird?
Hummingbird?
Yeah, hummingbird flies. I went. Do they?
That would be hummingbird standard
I'm
time.
looking at Dave. Dave's our...
Dave's just going...
Is that right, Dave?
On to the next topic, folks. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a joke of a hint, but I can't tell you where it's from because that'll give away the theme.
Right.
So,
Right.
Why shouldn't you tell secrets when a clock is around?
Not sure. Why?
Because time will tell.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That goes by so fast.
I
My
know,
God.
it really does. So, any idea what the theme is for the day?
Is the show over?
No.
Oh, no, we just started.
No, we just started. Time flies?
Probably time.
I think so.
Yeah.
It is. It's time.
I like to solve that puzzle, Jack, or what's his name, Pat?
Pat, yes.
Pat. Jack.
He just retired.
He did. And you know what? Dave was talking about it on the show, on the comic show, and he never mentioned Merv Griffin, who hired him.
Really?
And did you see his farewell?
Yes, I did, and Vanna got all teary-eyed.
I like Vanna.
Now, she's not leaving, right?
No.
She's staying?
She's staying. She's
Okay.
younger than he is, isn't she?
I don't know.
By like 5
She
or
looks
something?
good.
She does.
She's had some work done, perhaps.
I didn't know you
I
watched
don't
Wheel
know.
of Fortune.
I don't.
Oh.
I watch
I don't.
Entertainment Tonight. So, yeah.
You're so knowledgeable about it. That's great.
I love to watch Dave when he's perplexed.
Yeah.
Dave is perplexed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, let me know,
Yes.
Dave, when you're not perplexed anymore. So anyway, the curious saying today is a word
Okay.
from interestingfacts.com,
Right?
which is actually an email that I get like every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day.
Really?
Interestingfacts.com, and it's an email, and it's got all those little things like, why you should put tinfoil on your doorknob when you stay in a hotel and stuff like that.
Is that true?
I don't know, because when you go to read the article, there's all these affiliate links that get you to buy other things, and then it never gets to the foil story.
I never heard that before.
Yeah. So anyway,
You always have the cool ones.
I know. Interesting facts.
Yeah, okay.
It's really cool. So this word is jiffy.
Oh, yeah, I love that mix.
Yeah, it's probably a little more than Planck time, right?
Is it?
I guess. A jiffy is an actual measurement of time, because you've probably heard people say things like,
yeah.
I'll be there in a jiffy.
Yep.
Using jiffy to mean a very short period of time, something like the blink of an eye, if you're not scientific and use the word Planck time. But it may surprise you to learn that for some scientists, the term has a more precise definition. The definition varies depending on who's doing the talking. The physical chemist Gilbert Newton Lewis, we all know him, right? He died in 1946, defined a jiffy as the length of time it takes for light to travel 1 centimeter in a vacuum. I live for that. I really do.
I'm not good at science. That's new to me.
However, some physicists have defined a jiffy as the time it takes to travel 1 femtometer. Femtometer, I suppose that is.
Femtometer.
Which is 1/1,000,000th of a millionth of a millimeter.
I think I'm following this.
This just keeps getting worse. By this account, each second contains roughly 300,000 billion jiffies.
Is this what's on an ACT nowadays? This type of...
oh, gosh, I hope not.
But a jiffy has... Kat, I don't know if you know this or not, but a jiffy has also been...
I might have read it somewhere, actually.
It's been defined outside of physics, chemistry, and yes, peanut butter. An electrical engineer, for example, might describe a jiffy as the time it takes for a single cycle of alternating current, which is 1/50th of, or 1/60th of a second, depending on the electrical system. Now stay with us, everybody. It gets more interesting now. Whatever definition holds true, one thing is for certain, Kat, no one in history of the world has ever truly accomplished much in a jiffy. That's how fast it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fast.
It is.
So yeah, I forgot. Jiffy? Jiffy is not a peanut butter, sweetheart. Skippy.
Dave.
Jif, or Skippy. But I guess if you combine the two, you would get Jiffy.
I always
peanut
call
butter.
it Jiffy. I don't know.
No.
Okay.
No. There's another thing called a Jiffy
I'm
in
thinking
England, but I
what's
probably
that?
can't mention it on the air. It's
is it slang?
A prophylactic.
Oh, Kat.
I know. I'll tell you the thing. Their slogan is not appropriate for the air.
I was thinking?
We'll put it in the YouTube video, though, in the bottom.
I was thinking about Skippy. Oh, I was thinking about Skippy.
Skippy and Jiffy.
Skippy and Jif. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I actually dated them. Skippy and Jiffy, they were twin brothers.
Really?
No.
Was one with nuts and without nuts? At the same time.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
like a manwich with peanut butter. A manwich.
Okay, it's been 4 minutes and we are off the rails already.
And I'm laughing at my own jokes. This is
my
really
gosh.
bad.
So, I have a top 10 list.
Yes. Well, of
This
course.
is so fun.
Yes.
6 crazy alarm clocks. This comes from Amazon.com and BoardPanda.com. You can actually buy. These are real things that you can actually buy. So
I believe it.
yeah. So Board Panda says, what is the most annoying sound in the world? Probably a few that come to mind. The sound of a crying baby, wall drilling, clock ticking, or an electric guitar are just a few. That's not fair. I like electric guitars. Anyway, although this list seems pretty annoying, there are even worse things than that.
Really? Well, the flying alarm clock. Now, this clock launches its rotor in the air. Oh, my gosh. And is this true?
Yes, these are real things you can buy on Amazon.
And you actually have to catch it and return it to its base to silence the clock. Oh, man.
Isn't that fun?
That's like a drone,
yeah,
really.
There's a more droney thing later, but yeah, that one's kind of crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
yeah.
Number 5 is the super loud alarm clock and bed shaker. And the description said, perfect for heavy sleepers, the hearing impaired, or teens.
A bed shaker.
Wake up!
Is my vodka ready? For my alcoholic friends out there. Another one is the lock and load gun target alarm clock. And it has a clock face that looks like a target. And it comes with a laser gun that you shoot at the target to turn it off. Well, that would be okay.
That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I'm not coherent enough in the morning to be doing anything with a
like
gun,
I'm at the county fair when you wake up. You gotta...
Number 3 is the Sing Hawk clock. No, that's not right.
And
that's a typo again.
Oh.
Okay, we'll put this on YouTube too. The Sing End, except it's an N. I hate it when instead of and they use N.
Oh, we're not supposed to put N's in our thing today when we talk?
No.
Or they added that?
I typed it wrong.
Oh.
The Sing N Shock clock. There we go. Shock. See, there's a space between the S and the H where there's not supposed to be.
I actually felt like I was shocked when you said that. Shock clock.
Shock clock. Anyway, this Sing and Shock clock can be set up to actually give the user a shock when they touch the button to silence the alarm.
Look, it says 50,000 volts. That'll kill you.
Nothing wakes one up like being mildly electrocuted in the morning. Yes, you can pay money for that, folks.
That is great.
Yep.
Well, how about the clocky clock with wheels? Yes, when the alarm goes off, Kat, the clock takes off on its wheel. This is actually a no. You can just tell this. It takes off on its wheels, jumps off the nightstand, and rolls around until you catch it and turn it off. That sounds like a bad date, is what that sounds like. Good
Until
Lord.
you catch it and turn it off?
Right.
Okay.
Then you send it home.
With wheels? Actually, I had a friend I worked with that could not get up in the morning. She was probably worse than I am, and she bought this thing.
This is real?
And yeah, they're all real, Alex. All
She bought the
of the
clocky
products
clock?
we're talking about right now are real.
What
Yeah,
happened
she
to her?
did, and she would chase it and under the bed. It would roll under the bed, and she would go after it, and it would do. And then she would turn it off and go back to sleep.
I would be exhausted after
I
that.
think so.
I would be up and walking around.
I know. So
That's funny.
the number
Okay.
one, however, the number one crazy alarm clock is
Well, the flying drone. This is like a variation of the other one up that we talked about before.
Yep.
When the alarm goes off, the clock lifts off from your nightstand, hovers just above your head, and begins to glow. If you hit the snooze button, it rises a bit towards the ceiling. This continues to happen until it retracts so high that when it goes off, you must stand up to reach it. Now, see, I would get that. That would be fun.
you would get that.
Yeah.
What if it hit the ceiling and it was buzzing and you couldn't reach it?
I would just get
How
on my
high-
bed
how-
and just grab it.
See, I have vaulted ceilings in my
Oh.
bedroom, so that could be scary. I'd have to go get the
Yeah.
ladder from out of the garage, and I'm afraid of heights, so yeah, that wouldn't work. But yes, you can buy all this. So, story time. This is from top10s.net, which is a top 10 list website, but this is not a top 10 list.
No,
No. So,
that makes sense.
but it's a story about New York City.
Oh, okay.
Catching a train on time should be fairly easy, considering that virtually everyone now carries a device in their pocket that is both synced to the internet and has a clock built into it, right?
Right.
However, in reality, it's not that simple. Go to any train station in the world, and you'll likely see a person sprinting to catch a train they could have easily caught if they'd planned a little better. Dave.
What?
Dave's never late.
Oh, no, he's
No,
not.
he's always early, like I am. Since this can lead to accidents and unexpected foot races between the more competitive commuters, Grand Central Station has a unique way of slowing people down. All the clocks run a minute fast.
And Dave's got a drone in his bedroom.
Does he?
That's what I hear. You know, Kat, though a minute doesn't seem like a long time, it has the subconscious effect of slowing people right the hell down. Why? Why am I reading slower?
Because
Right
the
hell
clocks are down one
Well,
minute.
You know, this extra minute makes it feel like you have a little more time than you actually do, causing you to rush slightly a little bit less. You can argue about whether or not this is a good idea in the comments section if you like, because the facts really do speak for themselves. GSC is statistically... What's that, GSC?
Grand Central Station.
Oh, okay. I thought... Okay. This is tied to your other story.
This is the same story,
Oh,
Alex.
okay. I thought we were doing a new one. Grand Central Station. I'm drinking my tea over here while you're reading.
No, it's the whole story from Story Time is about Grand Central Station. Continue.
I remember when we first started the show, you're like, when I point, just read.
Just read. Just don't ask any questions. Just read.
So Grand Central Station is statistically one of the safest stations in the world, so it obviously works somehow. Oh, and to keep up the illusion, all of the trains run a minute too fast, almost purely to get people trying to cut it fine the same time they need to get to the train without body checking someone on the way. Well, that's a long sentence.
That was a long
Science.
sentence. Not very well written either.
That was great.
I use a writer.
Oh, that was AI that wrote that?
No, that was cut and paste off the internet.
Like, that's better.
Sometimes. So I got fast facts.
All right, let's go. I'm ready.
This is separate facts that you're gonna read. I'm
So
gonna
this
read a
is not
fact,
Grand
and then
Central
you're
Station?
No, this has nothing to do with Grand Central Station.
Okay.
This is from a website called Replicon.com, which I can't
Oh, yeah.
figure out what that's about either, but
Okay.
it had these facts about time on it. So, What you think of as a day, that's how long it takes the Earth to rotate, isn't 24 hours.
Really?
It's 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.2 seconds.
Boy, they got it down to the actual thing.
They're scientists, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, GSC countries have experimented with changing how we measure time. For example, Kat, the Soviet Union tried to enforce 5 and 6 day weeks between 1929 and 1931. I didn't know this, which not surprisingly failed and led the 7-day week being reinstated in 1940. While France, and they're always on the forefront, aren't they?
Always.
They attempted to introduce a 10-hour clock after the French Revolution. Why did they do that?
I don't know. So they have to work less hours? I don't know. There's no explanation. It's
Did you hear that? I just heard something.
That was my phone going
Oh,
off.
I thought that was a sound
telling
effect.
me that it's, yeah, no, it's my, well, actually, yes, it's my clock.
Did you hear that?
Going
That was
off.
pretty good. That was perfect timing.
Yeah, that was the the invisible boyfriend, not remembering that I do a show at 9 o'clock every Friday, texting me to see how my day's going.
Well, I'll wait till you talk to him.
I'm fine, Ray, okay? Everything's good here. Okay. Where were we?
We're talking about GSC.
No, we're not.
Gordon Food Service,
We're
GFS.
talking about fast facts.
Yes.
Okay, the next fact.
Yeah.
Out
I can't
of
wait.
all the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development countries, that would be OECD.
Yeah, I have that condition too.
I do too. Mexico works the longest hours, followed by South Korea and Greece.
I thought we did here in the U.S.
You.
I know Dave
Lazy
does.
Americans?
Dave works
Well,
around the clock.
Dave works 28 hours a day.
He does.
He does.
He's working now.
Yes, he is.
French work least.
French work the least.
I.
Well, yeah, because
Why
they
is
have
that?
because they have to take a break and have more crepes or something.
Are they more productive though?
Their lunches go forever. I went to France. Oh my goodness. Yeah, France and Italy both
I love that.
2-hour lunches.
Do you take a siesta or anything in France
That
like
would
they
be
do in Italy?
Mexico.
I think they do that in Italy, don't they too? They sleep.
I'm not sure. I
They
don't
sleep.
know.
And at the Dairy Queen too. I know that our Dairy Queen, they sleep in there a lot.
I don't know. But
Yeah, interesting.
yeah. Okay, this is completely.
Where are we at? I mean,
We're here. Let me point to the script we don't have.
thank you.
Yes.
And look how nice your nails look.
They do look nice, don't they?
Love
These
that.
are.
Who does your
these-
nails?
Me. These are
Really? You're a
that-
nail tech too. That's awesome.
No, this is that gel stuff that you put on. You put on like a strip of jelly kind
Oh.
of stuff, and then you stick it under a special light.
Is that
and
Sally
it cures-
Hansen?
No, it's Ohura.
Well, no need to swear. All right, let's. Where are we at? Well, Kat, on the flip side, a number of companies, yes, in Sweden, and I love Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where IKEA
That's
comes
where the
from?
fish come from.
Swedish fish. Yeah.
Dave got it. Thank you.
Swedish fish. Well, they're offering a 6-hour workdays with the aim of encouraging people to get more done in a shorter amount of time. Now, that's a country I love.
I don't want to get more done in a shorter amount of time.
Why?
I would like my full 8 hours to fumble
Really?
through what I do.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
well, you wouldn't make a good Swede then.
I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. But a Robert Half study shows that an average employee wastes 8 hours per week on non-work related activities.
Wow.
The productivity killer activities include using personal devices,
That's me.
checking overwhelming emails,
That's Dave.
frequent use of social media,
That's me.
and another personal tasks.
That's Kat.
Yeah, running errands.
Right.
Right.
Well, now that we got that done.
We got some jokes.
Enough of the train
I got some
station.
jokes, and then I got a cough.
Okay.
Okay, this is from ontheclock.com,
right.
which is where the first joke was from, and I couldn't tell you because it would give up the...
Yeah, remember that.
So what do you call a tense clock?
I don't know.
All wound up.
That's a good one. She's pressing a button.
You're supposed
She's-
to be...
What am I doing?
What's the next joke, Alex?
Well, the next joke, Kat, is what did the robber say to the clock? She's coughing.
What?
What did robber say to the clock?
I don't know what.
Hands up.
Okay.
All right.
We're so professional. That was supposed
You
to be,
are, I'm not,
I
you
was
are.
supposed to be leaning over and coughing while you were just going to carry the show on, and instead
And that was professional.
you told people I
Keep
was
going.
coughing. That's okay.
Yeah, that was good.
We run a loose ship here.
No, I'm pointing to the script.
So, why is everyone so tired on April 1st?
I don't know.
They just finished a march of 31 days.
Yeah. That's something.
I don't know. So good.
Kat, what do you call a story that one clock tells to another?
I don't know.
Secondhand information.
Ooh.
Yeah. The French wouldn't get that one.
This one is awful.
Yeah.
What time does a duck wake up? At the quack of dawn.
And how can you tell if a clock is hungry?
Uh-huh.
It goes back 4 seconds.
Speaking of clocks, my Fitbit Google
There's nothing on
Watch
it.
from hell. Well, it just did. It popped up and it told me, reminder, you need to move 224 steps this hour.
Oh, is that why you leaned over? Oh, you were coughing.
No, I was coughing.
Sorry, that was wrong.
But yeah, so I'll be back. I'm going to go walk 224 steps in the hallway, and you just carry on, okay?
We're on location now. It's like, Kat, you're up next. Where's she at?
Okay, I think we have time for a rant.
Oh, I love it.
We do. So this is a weekly rant. This is about daylight savings time.
Yeah.
This is a guy's website, Chris
Chinchilla.
Substack.com. Substack is where you can go make your own blog.
Okay.
If nobody wants to hear you. So, we do plenty of dumb stuff as a society, Chris says. Among the dumbest will come early this Sunday morning, or, whenever that was a few months ago, when we move our clocks ahead an hour, turning 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. In doing so, we will begin 8 months of daylight savings time, in which we get an extra hour of light every night. Every damn night.
Right. Which raises an obvious question. What does GSC mean? Is that Grand Central Station? Here's the question.
Georgia Standard Time?
Georgia.
Greenwich. It is. No, that's
I think
GMT.
you're right.
Greenwich Median Time. But
Meantime,
anyway, so
Why don't
talk
we-
about daylight savings time, please.
why don't we just make daylight savings time permanent in the United States? So doing so would give us an extra hour, free us from the stupidity of changing our clocks for no good reason twice a year, reduce the number of car accidents. I didn't know that on the road, as it's lighter when people are commuting home.
That was a couple shows ago. Were you not listening?
Yeah, the accidents, yeah. I remember that.
Do you remember that now?
Was I a goat at that one?
Yes, that was the one where
goat?
you were a goat, I think. Yeah.
And daylight standard time helps you to conserve energy. That's my goat. Increase speeding and give us an extra hour. I always thought it had to do with farmers, Dave.
Supposedly, that's
Daylight
the rumor.
savings. When they farm, they don't want to be out at night or
hey,
something.
guess what?
Yes.
This might
Why?
explain it here. This next part of this thing I was going to read
Yeah.
might explain it.
Okay.
You don't read these when I send them to you, do you?
Read what?
This time, Tuesday. He had this script Tuesday.
I know. I was eating ice cream.
And you
I have
did
to-
not read it. It's now Friday.
I was on the lake, believe it or not.
From Tuesday through today?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
why you look tan. Okay. So, Congress has actually tried to do something about this. In
Okay.
March 2022, the Senate unanimously passed legislation that would have made daylight savings time permanent. Despite the Senate's vote, the House never acted on the bill.
Mm.
So, what monsters oppose this change? The crowd who say that it stays too dark for too long in the morning, mostly.
Right.
The early exercise crowd. Let's be honest, these people are the worst. They are the ones who run in the morning while us normal people are groggily just trying to get the kids not to miss the bus.
Yeah, there's also a traditional crowd who makes the case that because we've been changing the clocks twice a year, we should just keep on doing it.
Yep. The whole reason we have daylight savings time, by the way, to your point,
Yeah.
is not, as is commonly assumed, because we want to give farmers more time to work in the fields in the spring and summer.
See?
Instead, it's aimed at reducing our electricity consumption by making it light later in the day.
Well, I didn't know that. I thought it was a farmer thing.
And then here's the conspy theory.
All right, go ahead.
Then there's the sleep.
Serious.
The sleep it. I'm serious now. So, have you heard of Big Sleep?
No.
That's
what's that?
that's the sleep industry, like people that make mattresses and stuff.
Yeah.
It really is a thing. They're not much of a fan of more light at night. The sleep industry insists that daylight savings time messes with our circadian rhythms and is therefore bad.
Oh,
But, hey, I'll take my
okay.
chances. Look, I'm not always right, but I'm absolutely 100% right about this. This should be the last year we spring ahead. Let's just stay ahead. Winter's bad enough. We don't need more darkness.
Do you think they'll ever change it?
No.
You don't? Really? You don't?
They voted on it a couple times. But we have
Wow.
another top 10 list
Okay, I'm ready.
from Lee Michaels, who also hates daylight savings time. 10 ways to spend the extra hour of daylight savings.
Number 10, make 23-minute eggs.
Yep. Write
Yeah.
Fast and Furious sequels 10 through 18.
Number 8, cook a wagon load of microwave waffles.
7, tell your family you love them.
Well, that's always a good
That's
one.
nice, yeah.
Ways to spend an extra hour daylight savings. Number 6, try on every pair of pants in your closet as you yell out the window, "They fit!"
Number 5, whittle.
Number 4, memorize lyrics to American Pie.
Are you going to sing?
Now, I don't know that song so well. I like it. It's such a long song. It goes on for like 5 minutes.
It does.
Doesn't it?
So, number 3 is call QVC and hit on Judy the operator. I like that one.
Number 2, train your monkey to ride one of those little tricycles.
Okay.
Daylight savings, yeah.
Okay. And the number 1, bizarre timeline facts.
Can you hear that on the mic?
And ways to spend the extra hour of daylight savings time is...
To shampoo, rinse, repeat, shampoo, rinse, repeat, shampoo, rinse, repeat.
Okay, that wasn't exactly the most bizarre.
I didn't know how
funniest
to.
one.
I didn't know how to make that come alive.
Well, you did a good job of not making it come alive, Alex. Yeah,
Shampoo,
that's great.
rinse, repeat. How do you say that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. But we have some ruminations. They're back from top5list.com.
Oh.
The real genius is the guy who told Gutenberg to sell the ink separately.
Right, exactly.
From J.J. Gertler.
I would love to live, Kat, I would love to live in a neighborhood of old photomat booths. You know, a development.
Time-release humor. You gotta wait for a minute for that to take hold.
Yeah.
If we finally pass a law to make bystanding illegal, there will never be another innocent bystander.
And now that I'm in my 50s, some stuff takes me 3 or 4 fell swoops.
You know how you do something in one fell swoop?
Yeah, I was just thinking about
It's not taking you 3 or 4.
the photomats, like ticky-tacky houses. You know, they're all the same.
I know, I love
Remember that
those.
song?
They made some of them into drive-through coffee shops
Oh, yeah, they did.
before Starbucks happened.
Aren't they on Talmadge Avenue?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it still? There's still one?
I don't know. There used to be.
Okay.
They turned it into like you said, a coffee shop.
So, we're going to do this really fast, Alex.
All right, here we go.
Time is like a song. This is from around the internet. Time has long been used in poetry and song lyrics. Here's a rapid-fire list of songs about
Oh
time.
my gosh. All This Time by Sting.
Anytime at All by the Beatles.
As Time Goes By Jimmy Durante from Casablanca.
Bad Time by Grand Funk Railroad.
Better Luck Next Time, Kelsey Better Luck Bob.
Big Time by Peter Gabriel.
Closing Time by Samsonic.
Do That to Me One More Time by Captain and Tennille.
Today's her birthday. Does anybody really know what time it is? By Chicago.
End of Time by Beyonce.
Every Time You Go Away by Paul Young.
Feels Like the First Time by Foreigner.
Good Riddance, Time of Your Life, Green Day.
Got the Time? Joe Jackson.
Haven't Got Time for Pain, Carly Simon.
Hit Me, Baby, One More Time, Britney Spears.
If I Can Turn Back Time, Cher.
Oh, I love that one.
Me too.
I've Had the Time of My Life, Bill Medley and Jennifer Warnes.
Let the Good Times Roll, B.B. King.
Love Me 2 Times by The Doors.
Love Me Takes Time. I'm turning Japanese by Mariah Carey.
Maybe This Time by Michael Murphy.
Maybe No Time, The Guess Who.
No Time to Die by Billie Eilish.
Maybe The Old Time Rock and Roll, Bob Seger.
One Last Time by Ariana Grande.
One Moment in Time, Maybe, by Whitney Houston.
One Time by Justin Bieber.
Maybe Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy.
Praying for Time by George Michael.
Right Girl, Right Wrong. Right Girl, Wrong Time by... I don't know that one.
Wow.
I don't know that one.
I don't either. Same Time by The Script. Hey! The list goes on, but that's all the time we have for today.
I love a speed reading.
I'm Kat,
I'm Alex.
and together we're...
Using time. Oh, just passing time.
No. No. Together we're...
KatSoup.
KatSoup, the best of internet humor on the radio.
The hand.
See you later.
Night, everybody. Oh, good night.